man, after seeing Virgil Ortiz defeat who did he fight? Israel Madrimov. I seen on Clapback Thursdays where Oscar said he easily won, you know, and I disagreed on that. I'm not saying I thought Madrimov clearly won, but I felt like he outboxed Virgil. But you know, a lot of people said because Virgil came forward and he was more aggressive, and I'm just like, it's boxing. You know, just because, you know, he was aggressive, you know, in the second half of the fight, there's still a whole first half of the fight that he left on the table. But y'all giving it to him because he came forward. And like I said, a lot of people, I don't think they really understand what they watching when they watch boxing. It's boxing. It's hitting, don't get hit. And Madrimov he moved his hands enough and landed clean enough and made him miss enough. If anything, that was just my prerogative of it, you know. And I'm gonna see if I can find a replay of that video, that fight, and break it back down. It was a close fight to make it seem like he won. That nigga got outboxed, and he's always getting outboxed if you really pay attention. But you know, he like to, you know, he aggressive, and that's what they like, right? And that's cool, whatever. But you know, people talking about him in boots. And this thing is going to fluctuate. You know, obviously, I think Virgil Ortiz is fighting a higher caliber of opponents, but Ortiz has had the backing of a major promoter a lot longer than Jaron Ennis. You know, he had a lot of backing. You know, and, you know, we learned about Virgil is he can go a tough 12. You know, he going to step it up. You know, he may not, you know, sprint out the blocks for 100 meters, but he in it for a marathon. It seems like he can take a punch, he can give a punch, and it seems like even though he ain't a world champion, it seems that he's more advanced than Jaron Boots Ennis, which we did a live on Saturday. It was just 2 hours ago to now. We did a live video, and it was like to the point where, you know, we talked about how belts are more political. They're more political they're more political than anything. There's a lot of politics involved in getting belts. And I kind of think like Virgil Ortiz has probably fought the better opposition, even they both been through a few weight classes. He's fought the better competition. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, Virgil Ortiz, you know, Jaron Ennis is fighting for the Ring Belt magazine versus Stylistic. And I think Bokachuk, Madrimov, they're both better than Stylistic. And that's just my humble opinion. You know, but to carry on, it's just to the point where, you know, conversation can't be settled out the ring no matter how much we want to talk about Virgil and Boots, and they got to get in the ring. And obviously it's a conversation because we felt that Boots passed the fight up. Boots said he didn't know nothing about it. And you know, but just looking at it from a style point of view, I mean, we seen Virgil Ortiz have to strap his nuts on. We seen Virgil Ortiz in adversity, but Boots is different from them Eastern Europeans that he fighting. And for the most part, it seemed like, you know, Virgil Ortiz is getting, you know, a one-on-one lesson in Eastern European fighters, but Boots is different. You know, but I think that pressure that Virgil Ortiz applying, you know, that's going to be very, very interesting for him. That's going to be very, very interesting. That pressure that he applying, you know, is Boots going to be able to take that power? Is Boots going to be able to be defensively responsible? You know, will the speed be too much for Virgil Ortiz when he fighting Boots? I mean, it's a great question. It's a great question. So, you know, only time will tell. So we can go back and forth and this, that, and third, but then obviously got to be at 54. We ain't seen what Boots look like at 54, but you know, it's good boxing talk. It's good shop talk. it's good shop talk. You know, Virgil had a bad performance, you know, versus Boca. Oh, Jaron to kill him, you know. And hopefully we get to see that fight while they both in their primes. You know, you hope that you can see it. But stylistically wise, it's a good fight. It's a barn burner, mate. So, yeah, hopefully, you know, when we start talking about the next wave of fights, which we getting over this wave of fights, we start talking about the next wave of fights. I think boxing is going to be fun. Virgil, Boots, you know what I'm saying? Possibly Pacheco and Mambili, you know, those type of fights. And, you know, Benavidez getting the mix with Yard and Callum Smith. And, you know, we got the Shakur, Javante, Devin, Ryan, T.O. mix. So, yeah, you know, hopefully we can, you know, hopefully we get to see some really good fights pretty soon, man. That next wave of fights. And hopefully, you know, it might be one fight that jump it off. But as of right now, I think Virgil is a more seasoned fighter right now, but that may necessarily not make him the best fighter right now. That might not make him the best fight come fight night. So really, it's hard to call. But as we've seen Boots in there with more name brand opponents, the Ennis and maybe Brian Norman Jr., more of those aggressive type styles, you get an opportunity to see kind of what he gonna measure up against versus Virgil Ortiz. Now that he fight more aggressive guys hit a little bit harder. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. So, but you know, in my humble opinion, I think that I think it's gonna be a tough matchup. Either way, I think it's gonna be tough. I think it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a tough matchup for both of them. But Virgil is showing that, you know, he's an attrition fighter. Virgil is showing that he's an attrition fighter. You know, he's showing that he's an attrition fighter. So with that being the case, you know, with that being the case, Boots got to show us that he an attrition fighter. So, you know, for the most part, only time will tell. You know, only time will tell. But to be honest, if I had to have my pick, I don't know as of right now. I mean, I probably favor Virgil just because he had 54 and he had some adversity, and Boots had adversity. But that style that Boots got, that give them dudes a lot of problems. That give dudes a lot of problems. That Mexicans, that slick and that style that he got. But like I said, he got a couple opponents that people want to see him fight in the division that's going to prepare him for Virgil Ortiz. Stylistic like to close the gap. Brian Norman Jr. like to close the gap. You know what I'm saying? And Barrios is a warrior. So, you know, this is going to be a debate that we just continue to go over and over and over and over and over again. You know, this is going to be a debate that we just go over and over and over again. So, that's the crazy thing. So, but as of right now, I probably would favor Virgil. You know, just knowing the caliber of opponents that he's fighting, but Boots a different animal. So, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Hopefully, this is one of them fights that we get an answer to fairly quickly. So, but, you know, it is what it is. Let me know what y'all think about it. It's going to go back and forth every time they fight. You know, Jaron should be fighting pretty soon. So, yo, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop video. Financially, you want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree, find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon, Kick, Twitch, the whole nine. Join the Patreon, that link's in the link tree. I appreciate everybody that support the Patreon and join it. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Peace.